If you're struggling financially and you're ever wondering if you can actually build wealth on an average salary, then this video is for you. Because in today's video, we're looking at the 5 time tested strategies that have been preached by Warren Buffett over the years, and of course with data from the Ramsey Solutions National Survey of 10,000 multimillionaires that comes to a conclusion that only 1 out of 12 working adults in the US are eventually able to see financial freedom. And if you're new here, my name is Nana. I hold a master's degree in business finance, and on this channel, we discuss everything personal finance and personal development. And so without further ado, we come to the first thing, and that is to save money. One of the key things that we have to highlight is the fact that if you really want to build wealth from scratch, you generally have to learn the habits that are required, of course, to ensure the discipline to build and accumulate wealth over a long period of time. And so the first thing that you have to do is to learn how to save. And one of the key things that you have to do in the preliminary stages of learning to save money is to try as much as possible to conceive the amount that you want to save in your head, and more importantly, write it down. Because Napoleon Hill says that whatever the mind can conceive and of course believe, the mind can also achieve. So in this case, we're actually setting out to define our goal. What are we saving for, first of all? And then secondly, how much money do we need to actually save at the end of the year, or possibly over a long period of time? That is, if you're saving for a long-term plan, like maybe your pensions or anything of a sort. So that is what you have to do, first of all. Try as much as possible to sit down and then have a fair idea of what you're really saving for. And of course, the exact amount that you're saving periodically, possibly within a year, to actually help you to make an informed decision when it comes to the management of your money. Now, once you're done with learning how to save and of course defining the exact amount that you want to save, the next thing that I would actually recommend is using the traditional forms of saving. And when I talk about the traditional forms of saving, you can actually use the piggy bank or possibly an amount that will be locked out somewhere in physical cash. So you have to actually withdraw the money from your digital account or possibly even your bank account and then save the money. And the reason why I'm saying this is, if you're to go by this traditional way of saving money, one, it helps you to actually ensure the discipline that is required to save. Because if you're to just send money from one account into another, it is easier for you to actually withdraw that money back into the previous account and then expend it. However, when you increase the friction that is associated with you having to spend money by withdrawing money from your bank account and then keeping it physically around your house, it helps you to actually ensure the discipline and also to increase the friction associated with unnecessary spending or discretionary expenses that would eventually eat into your budget and make your budget quite unsustainable at the end of the day. This brings us to the second strategy that Warren Buffett is very keen on, and that is making compound growth actually work for you. Now, compounding money is one of the easiest ways to actually build wealth, and it is also one of the most effective and efficient ways to build wealth. Now, here's what Warren Buffett actually suggests. He feels like you should actually deposit money into a brokerage account and then buy into a low-cost index fund on the US stock market. And then over time, just contribute periodically, possibly within every week or on a monthly basis, in a bid to increase your chances of actually taking advantage of the compound interest effect in the stock market. If you were to really put money aside into stocks, what happens over time is that the stocks might actually gain some value by way of capital appreciation. That is, the prices of the stock going up, which you can later sell at a profit. Or sometimes in the case of dividend growth stocks, like several stocks out there that Warren Buffett actually recommends, those stocks would actually rake in some form of income in the form of dividend and then also build your wealth over time. That is through compounding. And so that is one thing that he always recommends, as opposed to having to save money in a fixed deposit account somewhere, which would actually lose its purchasing power over time because the money is just sitting and inflation is eating that money away. What you can actually do, according to Warren Buffett, is to buy into these low-cost index funds, and then over time, just forget about the prices or the cost that you're paying for these things. And then at the end of the day, you'll be able to benefit from compounding and then meet your financial goals at the end of the day. This brings us to the third strategy that can help you to build wealth on an average salary, and that is investing into your skills. Now, here's what Warren Buffett says about that. He says that the greatest investment that you can ever make throughout your lifetime is an investment into yourself. And this is what has actually become very, very prevalent, especially in a time and a day where the world is gradually gravitating or moving towards AI automation and adoption. Millions of people are already losing their jobs. And so this is not a time for you to actually feel complacent. This is the time for you to retrain and try as much as possible to learn new skills that can increase your chances of actually securing several opportunities in the future. Now, in the UK, according to a research by Zero, companies that have actually adopted AI into their production systems like accounting and finance and advisory and stuff are seeing up to 100% increase in their profit. Some that are now trying are seeing up to 15 to 18% of increased profit and productivity at the end of the year. So try as much as possible to skill yourself, learn so many things that can increase your chances of either securing a job and then eventually hitting your financial goals at the end of the year. This brings us to the fourth strategy that Warren Buffett is also very keen on, and that is to actually purchase assets and not status. One of the key things that he actually cautions against is credit card debt or personal loans. He says that if I borrowed money at 21%, that is the average APR on a credit card debt or a credit card loan, I would be broke. So that is one of the richest men in the world cautioning you against purchasing things or possibly even liabilities and not assets. And for the avoidance of doubt, an asset is anything that brings money into your pocket, and a liability, for the avoidance of doubt, is anything that takes money out of your pocket. So in this case, Warren Buffett is cautioning against discretionary spending that eventually lead you into a chain of series of payments that is taking money out of your bank account or even your savings or your investment in a bid to actually settle the debt that you owe several people, as opposed to going out there to please people or keeping up with the Joneses like we possibly know. Try as much as possible to live within your means and avoid lifestyle inflation, which also increase your chances of actually utilizing the average salary cautiously in a bid to build wealth. That leads us to the fifth and the last strategy, and that is to prioritize long-term financial goals. Now, here's how Warren Buffett puts it. Building wealth actually takes time, and that is why he recommends starting early and then consistently contributing money into the stock market. Try as much as possible not to jump the gun. Try so hard to build wealth steadily over time, and that is what is called value investing. Warren Buffett himself is a value investor in that he looks for stocks that are quite underpriced and he purchases those stocks and then hold them forever. So he always says that the average holding period for Berkshire Hathaway, which is his company, is forever. So he tries so hard to identify those stocks that he will possibly hold forever and then gain some level of dividend from and then accumulate wealth over time. One thing that you should know is that building wealth actually takes time. The Elon Musk, the Mark Zuckerbergs, all the big names that you know out there eventually had to do one thing for a very long period of time before eventually seeing the success that they are actually enjoying today. So try as much as possible and be patient and stay consistent. And with that level of consistency, you're bound to see one thing, and that is financial freedom, even on an average salary. And so if you found value in this video, kindly smash the like button and then consider subscribing, because I'll be shooting several videos down the line on personal finance and on personal development. Thank you for spending time with us, and see you in the next video.